Hey everyone, welcome to another Ostap Analysis. Today we're going to take a look at a match from the 2014 Worlds. It's Bruno Malfacine passing on top against Joao Miyao, and he's going to be dealing with Joao's worm guard. So we're going to start here. Miyao grabs the lapel with his foot on the outside. And he's going to off-balance Bruno a little bit first, and then he's going to feed it to his De La Riva hand. And then his right hand goes back to the sleeve. You see Bruno keeps his base down low. And then with his left hand, he's going to try to push that worm leg down in between his legs and then cover it with his hips. You see his legs are wide, he's kind of backstepping, and then he finally steps over. He holds his balance. Now at this point, Miyao actually pulls his foot out of his lapel, so the foot is no longer entangled in the lapel. And they're going to sit here for a little bit. You have Bruno capping the top of Miao's knee so that he can't pull that leg out. You see Joao trying to address that hand and free his leg out from under Bruno's hips. Miyao also has his left foot over top at the shoulder, trying to push Bruno away, and he still has that lapel, which is now gripped just around Bruno's right leg. So they're going to keep sitting here, pushing back and forth. And now in a little bit, Bruno's going to try to lift his right leg out of the lapel grip, right there. We see that it doesn't work, and then he's going to go for another way of getting out of it, spinning out of the grip, just like that. So let's rewind and take a look at everything in a little bit more detail. Back to go. Okay. So this is where we start. Miyao has this arm controlling the De La Riva, this hand's first on the sleeve, and his right foot is to the outside. He's kicking his leg up on the inside of Bruno's ribs to separate the lapel, and then he's going to grab the lapel. And straight from here, you're going to see that Bruno actually moves his left hand back to start stuffing Miao's foot right away. Miao's able to off-balance him a little bit, so he can't do that, and then Miyao feeds the lapel right here around his own shin to his De La Riva hand. Now the whole deal with the worm guard is Miyao is trying to keep his right foot stuck to the outside of Bruno's hip, and he reinforces that stickiness with that lapel. If he keeps that foot in this position, Bruno can't leg drag the leg across, he can't knee cut over top of the leg because his foot's still on the hip, nor can he smash the knees together. So what we're going to see right away, Bruno's going to address it by trying to stuff that foot. Now it's tough because of the lapel, and you see he's going to have to start backstepping that foot all the way. As he does it, Miao's going to try to off-balance him, so Bruno has to be very, very stable while he's doing this move. He can't overcommit anywhere. So he's going to take him a little bit. He's really pushing that left leg far, far behind him. See the toes are still hanging on, and there he finally gets over it. And you see that little back step that he has to take right there with his foot like a split second ago. Again, if he doesn't do that, Miyao can just knock him over and start the Berimbolo. Now right here, we're going to watch it again in slower motion. It's tough to see, but I'm pretty sure the second Bruno steps over, Miyao pulls his foot out of the lapel. It could be that Bruno tries to push it out, but I think Miyao just kind of retracts his leg out of the lapel. Because once Bruno is over the foot, the lapel being around the shin now essentially just traps Joao's leg more under Bruno's hips, which is not what he wants. He wants that foot out on the hip or just free somewhere. And so now you see Bruno's going to try to cap that knee so that foot can't escape back to the outside of his hip again. So here they just kind of hang out for a little bit. So we're going to fast forward through it. A little pushing, Bruno trying to stay stable. Okay, so now Bruno's first attempt to get out of here is going to be trying to lift his leg. So now at this point, all that is present is Bruno's lapel here. It's just going right across here, so it's not trapping Joao's shin anymore. and just going right to this De La Riva hand. So slow it down a little bit so you see the step out attempt. There it is. So you see him try to lift his right knee, but the grip is obviously too tight that he can't lift it out. There it is. So what he's going to do next, now that he can't lift his leg out of the grip, he's essentially going to spin the rest of his body out of the grip. So slow it down a little bit more, because Bruno's really fast with this move. Again, he disconnects from everything. He's going to spin, and you watch, it's going to be his right hand that posts as he kicks the other leg out. Right hand posts, kicks the leg out. Now in this instance, Joao lets go of the collar, or the lapel. But if he didn't, all that he would have left is the lapel, which is probably better for Bruno as opposed to having his leg trapped up with it. So let's watch this part one more time. He's going to disconnect himself, post his right hand, and just kind of spin out, kicking his free leg out. So we're going to rewind everything to the beginning so you can take another look. So here we have Miyao feeding out the lapel. Bruno stuffing the foot. Doesn't get it. Miyao gets the final grip. Now Bruno's going to go to stuff the foot again. Again, trying to stay as stable as he can as he's doing this. Especially watch his left leg, how it's constantly holding his balance. That little back step, another quick back step. And then from here, we're just going to go fast forward to the next part. There we go. Pushes and kicks himself out. So I hope you guys like this video. For more, please subscribe to my channel and check me out on Facebook.